where to start with this, so I'm just gonna go straight into my media detox. So about my media detox, I had to think so carefully when I was gonna do it, because I have to make sure that I don't have any important meetings or anything particularly important to do with my friends. And so obviously, because I won't be able to use my laptop or my phone to contact them, so I decided to do it on a Sunday. And the day before my media detox, I had to do as much work as possible because I always work on my laptop. So that's why I had a really busy day before my media detox. Part of the reason was because I had to contact all my friends, letting them know that I'm not going to use my phone the following day, so they won't contact me, just in case they get really mad if I don't reply or text them. And I also had to get so many work done. I had to plan as well, because I've never lived a day without media, so that was really important for me to plan and to see what I can do in a day. At first I sort of thought of having a picnic, but because of Lancaster weather, I decided not to, just in case it rains. So I contacted another friend, asked her to do some activities outdoors with me. But it was hard to make a plan together because she was also doing the media detox, and she's doing an extreme one because she doesn't even allow her to look at the watch, because she says that a watch is also a form of communication, so she's not doing that, which was, and it made it harder for us to plan because I don't know what time I can meet her, and I just said that whenever I'm ready in the morning I will come and see her. So as a result of that night, I stayed up until 12. No, I stayed up until 3 actually, because of making all the plans and contact all my friends and family and relatives and then making the plan. So on one hand, I kind of enjoyed it because it made me feel a sense of accomplishment by doing so much in a day. But on the other hand, I was really moody before I get to bed because I stay up for so late, where I normally sleep at 1. So that wasn't nice. But I had to do it, otherwise I wouldn't know what to do. So on the next day, I got up at 12. It was really late and I panicked because usually the first thing I would do, I would just look at my phone for messages, Facebook notifications and play music. But I can't do all this. I just had to get up quickly, get changed and go and see my friend just in case she was waiting for me. We went out to play badminton together on that day in the nearer football pitch by Cartmel. We had to play badminton outdoors because we couldn't go to the sports centre and play because we have to book online, and that's another form of media. So we just have to do it outdoor, and that didn't work because it was really windy that day. And then after that we went to the Woodland Trail for a long walk. We weren't really thought of the time, we just walked for as long as we like because we didn't have a phone with us and we'd have nothing to do for the whole day. Usually we're really time conscious, but for that day we just walk for as long as we like. I believe we walked for about 2 hours. At a point we got lost because it was our first time trying through the Woodland Trail and we couldn't look at the map for direction because that's another form of media. But then I sort of rely on myself to figure out the way by looking at all the nearer building to get an idea where we were at, so we can finish the journey. And that was quite fun. On the other side, it was really sad because the Woodland Trail was so beautiful and it was really green and there was loads of flowers and there was rabbits as well, but we couldn't take a picture because we didn't have a phone with us. So we decided we have to come back another day. So after a long walk, I went home, I cooked my lunch, but it was really boring because usually when I cook I would listen to music or play news online, but I couldn't do any of them, so it made cooking really lonely. After that I took a really long nap because I also have nothing to do. I would read, but that was another form of media. So I took a nap for a few hours and then I decided to go to my friends to cook together. I didn't plan for this, so because I couldn't text them, I just went to try to see if they were at home, but luckily they were in the room so we can cook together. At that time it was terrible because they were playing music the minute I entered into their room. They were already playing music, so I couldn't avoid that. Some of them were on their phone already and some of them were watching TV. Although I tried to avoid, but I couldn't. Media was just everywhere. And I sort of felt left out because they were on the social media, and then because of that I had to help with the cooking. That was pretty much it for the day. We had long night and we just talked throughout. That was a bit of fun. But apart from the music that I couldn't avoid, so I did listen to some music, but I didn't play them. And then on the next day, so I came home and sleep, and then on the next day in the morning, Monday morning, the first thing I did was quickly switch off my phone, check all the messages, emails, and listen to music. I felt like life was back to normal. And then I had a shower as usual, then I had a meeting at 12, so I used my laptop, went onto PowerPoint, and I did some research online for our projects to do with our friends. And during the meeting, I also went onto my social media. I went on to WhatsApp to text my friend at the same time, which is just like not what I normally do. And then I came home. After the meeting, I came home and then I just cooked as usual. I had my dinner. I was talking to friends on Skype, and I also go on Facebook for a bit before I continue to do more work. And then Facebook a bit more, listen to music, and that was pretty much it. My work was done, so I decided to go to bed. I had to set my alarm on my phone so that I know when to wake up on the next day. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I managed to survive for a day without social media, although I tried to avoid, but I couldn't. And I learned that how important media is in my life, and I just simply can't avoid it, because although I was trying to avoid it, but the people around me or just a stranger that I walked past were on the iPod, listening to music, or on the phone. So it was really hard to avoid media, unless that I moved to a countryside or a village or a farm that's really quiet with no internet access. Otherwise, the conclusion is it's impossible for me to avoid media. And that was it. Thank you for watching. Bye!